as much as my voice will let me.
I know, I know. You had a busy weekend, haven't you?
Yeah, we went to Austin City Limits, which is a big concert festival last night. And I just posted a picture in our Sharbi group of just kind of how many people were there. I'll post it in the main Telegram right now, so everyone can kind of see what I'm talking about.
All right, I'll kick it off, mate. All right, welcome everyone to the IMA with Maine and Sharbi. We're just going to have like a general, market sentiment chat and, just an easy flowing vibe. Anyone's welcome to jump up and ask questions also. So just introducing the main token. It's a project which launched roughly 2 weeks ago. We're just getting the best projects up just to, give people a platform to present their projects really. And we done the most engaged tweet the other day, and Sharby's community was absolutely amazing. So we invited them for a free AMA. So do you want to just kick off with what Sharby's about?
Yeah, sure, sure. And thank you again for having us. This is an amazing opportunity, I think, for our community to hear about Maine and what you're doing, and really share what we're doing. So for us, Sharby has been around for almost 9 months now. So if you're if you've heard a little bit of Sharby, it may have been a while ago. We've been building for a long time. We are currently existing on two chains. We are on Ethereum and Arbitrum, and we have our upcoming launch right now for Shiberium, which is something we've been building for since basically our launch. So Sharbi was launched as the mistress of Shiba, or of Shib, and so this whole time was basically building towards the Shib relationship, and we were not a community owned token when we first launched. Sharbi was a token that got taken over by the community after our original owners left. So we've been through a lot of pits and valleys, and we've hit highs of 20 million on each chain, separate chains. Um, and now we're building through the bear market, right? So right now we're sitting around 1 million on each chain on our two chains, and we have our Shiberium launch coming, which will be our third and final chain.
That's
Uh,
that's amazing. That is. So it was like it was owned by devs, and then did they leave? And then how did it work? Like the tokens, they haven't got any tokens left. Is it all community driven now? Then.
yeah, no, that's perfect, right? So our a little bit of the backstory. So Sharby was launched as kind of a LARP, where um, they pretended that the team that launched it pretended to have ties to the SHIB team, and actually, uh, there was somebody in our chat that was acting as though they were one of the SHIB members that talked with Shaitoshi quite often and everything. So. They launched this project, and over time they were basically selling on the project, right? um, and so what happened is we brought this community together, and this group of people that really were passionate about what we were doing, being basically one of the only female meme tokens, having that drive to kind of keep this token going and turning it into what it really should be or could be, right? So now Sharby has become fully decentralized. We are a DAO owned community, and run as a DAO, and we are actually in the process of legalizing that DAO, which should actually happen in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's great how the communities come together though, and obviously I've been in your Telegram group quite a bit recently.
Yeah.
And you are really, really like, great community, and you all seem really positive. And considering the market sentiment's really bad, you are holding really strong.
Yeah, so we are again we have this community that's really come together, and it does feel like a more of a family atmosphere, even though the end goal is to create this drive that is towards all of us succeeding and making money. There's a family atmosphere that you can't miss, and so what Sharby is built around is a passive reward system, which is it's a reward token, a meme reward token, right? So we call it meme 2.0, where every 4% of every buy and sell, you get USDC rewards. And we've given out about 750,000 in rewards since we've launched. Uh, and that passive reward system, and now we're bringing in utility around that passive reward system as well, where we're going to inject revenue into the token, and with that revenue pay out to our holders as well. So really we hope to become a passive revenue generation or token that is constantly, you know, giving out money just for holding, and really by that building on top of it.
Yeah, that's really impressive, man. It's got $750,000 in rewards.
Yeah, 750,000 in rewards. It's and really I believe Shibarium chain is going to be our biggest step too. So
Yeah, mate, honestly, well done. That's really, really good going. And yeah, that'll be massive once. When are you planning on launching on there?
so we actually are launching next Monday. And this is the first time we're going to announce that we are actually having a 7-day Sharbi Shibarium launch countdown. So starting today, every day over the next 7 days, we are going to have something special going on in the community. Today we're going to be and I'm really, really excited about this. We are actually going to be revealing our new logo, which is a new message, right? I think that, it's a message that, if you look at our Sharpie logo now, she looks kind of like, she was born in the 70s, and, she was the mistress, but we are becoming
Yeah.
more than that, right? We're more than that, right? So we're really excited about the logo as part of our rebrand, as part of our new message of community and feminine strength and empowerment, and what we really want to represent as a token, right? As a community, and I feel like having all these communities that kind of come together on Shibarium, which if you all aren't familiar with Shibarium, Shibarium is super, super early. It just launched. There was a lot of issues with the first launch of the chain. And so now what's happened is it's left people that want to build on that chain, right? And so it's growing slowly over time, and we're actually the first really large project coming over to Shibarium, and the welcome we're receiving from the chain and from them is outstanding, and uh, we can't wait to kind of get there and build with them, along with our other chains and our community. And I think that's what we're really driven to do is be pioneers on the chain, grow with it, however slow it goes. We're going to be here long term, because we're already locked for 10 years on the other two chains. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, fair play, mate. Honestly, it's really impressive. And yeah, I did see that they had some issues on the launch and stuff. But end of the day, most people do. Do you know what I mean? There's not many there's not many new blockchains that don't have issues at the start. So, and at the end of the day, you are building at the right time. Like everyone that's building now, the market sentiment's really low. Um, Obviously, even if you look at the Uniswap volume in the last 24 hours, it's down 50% and stuff. So, the market sentiment is really bad at the moment, in my opinion. So, you, I do believe it's going to get better, especially coming up to the halving and stuff. So, you're doing it at the right time, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I feel like we're all, again, I said it with Shibarium, but really in crypto, right? We're all early in crypto. Everyone here, if you're here, you're early. The Bitcoin halving is going to be a major event, but also all these ETFs that are coming in. And I mean, if you're looking at, something that has real potential. It's bone, right? Bone is the gas of Shibarium. Right now, it's sitting at like 160 million market cap, um, which is nothing, right? For what's possible for a chain that is based around the SHIB token and that community of millions of people. Um, I it's not financial advice, but if you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, how much potential does this have to grow? Look at BNB, look at Binance chain, and what market cap that's sitting at, right? Like if this chain takes off, um, everyone on that chain is going to be, you know, kind of reap the rewards with it. Same as Ethereum, right? Because it is Ethereum based. So, Ethereum is going to drive, the price of Bone as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. And obviously, I've followed Binance Chain, obviously, from when it launched. I actually bought it like in the ICO and stuff. But the it's amazing how fast things can grow. Do you know what I mean? Like BNB token went from a few dollars up to like 600, whatever it was. So anything's possible, especially in this space. We've seen it loads of times. But yeah, so are you? Someone said are you making like a university or something like that, like to help people, or what's the plan?
Yeah, no, so that's awesome. So what happened is with this team, this previous team that had Sharbi, there was all this focus on listing on centralized exchanges, and we actually have this whale group, because there is no marketing tax in Sharbi. Previously, there was no marketing tax. Everything was whale funded or community funded through NFT sales or through private money raises. And we listed on a bunch of centralized exchanges. We listed on Gate and Bitmart and LBank and MEXC. And we were working on listing on KuCoin, and some stuff happened with that. But basically, what happened is the team was focusing on kind of short term. How can we pump our token? How can we pump our token? And that was the answer was centralized exchanges. While at the same time, there was this huge Siberium launch that was supposed to be being planned for, and there was really no planning going into it, which all of us thought there was. So about 3 months ago, when the community started taking over, we basically had to, basically work on a whole new set of plans because we realized there was no big promise, coming. And we've done that in a way that over the last 3 months, we we now have a bridge coming, a bridge that allows for Sharby to be bridged between the three chains. The bridge will also allow for bridging Bone back and forth, and it allows us to whitelist projects on any chain. But it also, whitelist meaning we can make partnerships with tokens that want to cross chain that want to use our bridge as their own, and we, use the gas fees, or a portion of the gas fees. This bridge is actually going to be owned by us, and we can do whatever we want with it, right? It also has staking components where those that provide gas or provide liquidity will get portions of the fees. So this bridge is a huge utility for us. And our biggest utility that we came up with, and it's been built out by our professor Funk, um, is our Shiberium University, which was Sharbi University, and we've dedicated it to Shiberium. So we've rebranded that, fully are building it out into what we want to be a full crypto university. So on there's stuff for beginners and experts. There's a lot of articles about the history of Shiberium, about the tokens uh, that are, kind of in the Shiberium ecosystem. There's video reviews on projects. Uh, we're building out, we're building it out to be this huge university that really brings in, hopefully, new people to the space, and shows them how to onboard the Shiberium, shows them how to bridge money in, how it shows them, you know, I, I want to do a lot of instructional videos on just things for the basic investor, right? And the Shiberium University is a few months old, but there's so much content there already. There's certifications, there's these tests you can take as you go. There's plans on possibly doing NFTs for those that complete the higher end, parts of the project, or certain areas of the website you can only go in if you've done that. It's gonna be a massive, massive build out. But there's really one guy who's done so much work on the article side for it, and if you go in there and read some of the pieces, you'll see just how passionate he is about it. And then, we're building out the video side to go along with what he's done there, because it's pretty amazing. And we are really looking for people that want to add content there, even if it's, projects, right? I think having other projects come in and write, articles or do videos on, what your specialties are or what their specialties are, can really only help us, right? So, I mean, it's going to be such a big project, that having others that come in and share their specialties or their expertise is something we're really excited about trying to get to happen as well.
Yeah, that's really impressive, mate. And I'm glad I got to know you because obviously after you won the like most engaged person, obviously we've been speaking on Telegram. I've bought some Sharbi and you bought some
Yes,
Main.
yes, I
Um,
did.
so yeah, obviously it would be good. Obviously I can help you when you got future news. I'll be helping you as well because you know you're a nice guy. But man, you're doing really well. I'm really excited to like join the journey with you as well now. Like I'm holding a little bag, just see how it goes.
Yeah, I have a nice bag of Maine as well, and I have actually followed you for a while, and actually invested in some of your past projects as well. So it was interesting because it had been a while. I've been kind of under a rock, working for Sharpie, right? We're putting in, 10 to 15 hours a day of work right now, just trying to get the project, in the right direction, which I feel like we have a full direction now. But I was really excited to see, that Maine launched a couple weeks ago, and I saw that you're burning tokens, pretty steadily, and it was really great because right after I invested, you announced that you changed your reflections, and it brought me back to my Safe Moon days because Safe Moon was actually probably my first. It was my first big project that I was actually passionate about, and I got into that one pretty early, and it had those reflections as well. So that was exciting for me.
Yeah, to be honest, it's nice when you're holding a token and you just get rewarded for doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? And you don't have to lock your tokens away. Like where a lot of projects offer like lock staking and stuff. But when your tokens are locked, you know, you don't control them. So at least with this, if you just hold it in your wallet, you can sell them whenever you want, and you know what I mean? And also the burn. So we've burnt over like 5% of the supply in 2 weeks. And you know, the volume of the whole market hasn't been that great, to be honest. So when the market sentiment comes back, you can imagine how many tokens are going to be burning. So it's just, you know, I keep saying this to all my friends as well, because you know, I speak to a lot of big projects, and they're all in the same boat. They don't really know what's going on with the market, like no one does at the moment. Obviously, with this war that's just started as well, I think that's going to, you know, it could make things worse. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, but I think it's just a matter of building in the bear
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
market and just, you know, keep doing what you do. We're lucky that we don't have any overheads. And we just keep building and obviously making partnerships. And I was, you know, I speak to about 5 different projects every day, and we are arranging lots of AMAs, but people are just trying to hold funds at the moment. But you know what it's like. It can take, you know, next week the whole market can change. So yeah,
Yeah, it really only takes one little piece of news to really just kind of spark the crypto market for sure. We actually
yeah, like
too.
the ETFs and stuff like that, as soon as they get approved and stuff, like you're going to see like so much institutional money coming into the market. The whole problem with the market at the moment is it's the same money being recycled into different shit coins. That's the truth of it.
Yeah,
And you know, even amazing projects with so much utility or, you know, fundamentals, they have got no volume. No one's investing. Even like venture capitals, they're not putting funds in. It's it's just a really bad time at the moment for the whole market.
yeah, no, and that's exactly it, right? We hit 20 million on both chains back in April, May, um, May, June, somewhere in there. It all blends together. But we hit 20 million on both chains, and we had basically nothing, right? We had each other, we had this community, but we didn't have any utility other than the passive rewards. Um, so now we have all this utility building out where our project is at really fundamentally the strongest point it ever has been at, and we're sitting under a million on both chains, right? So that I think really goes to show, what the market looks like. If you're looking at all these long-term coins or tokens right now or projects, they're all doing the same thing in their chart, right? And it's those that are building right now that are really going to have all the benefits of what comes when it does actually turn around.
Yeah, 100%. If you look, it's always the same. It's the same thing. There's a new project that launches, it goes up massively, and then a week or so later, it just dies. And that's what's happening in the space all the time now. And most of them have got no fundamentals. With Maine, literally, it's a little project. It's not good. You know, I'm not saying it's a massive project. It's more to build my goal is to build an amazing community, which we already have in 2 weeks. Like obviously it goes quieter when the markets go down, but the whole, you know, all of X goes quiet when the markets go down. But we've got a solid community like you have, and we're just going to keep building, bringing partners, AMAs, and doing buybacks with the promotions. Uh, we are adding stuff to the website like trending and all this sort of stuff, but the main utility is just to make an amazing community, really, and burn as much supply as we can.
I love it. I love it. I mean, really, um, you know, I again following you first for a long time. You've built out this community, of followers. Just I mean, even before this project, right? You've spent a lot of time and a lot of effort building out this group of people that follow you, and having followed you for a while, I know you're a great person and really like very, you know, easy to root for, right? So, um, again, when I saw you had the project and it had just launched, and I saw that it was, only sitting at like 250,000 market cap, I was like, this is silly, like there's no way I'm not going to put some money in, because I feel like, I've seen what kind of efforts you put into projects, and uh, it was an easy investment for me.
Cheers, mate. And at the end of the day, I'll keep working. I'm not going to lie. It is horrible when the market's like this, and you're giving you everything every day, and there's no volume. But then you got to realize if you look at every other project's Telegram group, it's like ghost towns. So we are lucky that, and yourselves, that you have got active members in your Telegram, because I see these massive projects which are still sitting at like huge million market caps, and there's not one message in like 10 hours and stuff. So we have got to think ourselves lucky, even though the market caps aren't what you want them at. Um, and another thing is, being a low market cap coin is so much better for when the bull run does hit. Because, like you say, if your project comes from like 100 million market cap down to five, it's a lot harder to get back to where you was. Whereas with like Main, I think the top market cap was like 500K, so it's not really hard to make it, back to all-time high. Whereas a lot of these old projects are going to struggle, unless they do really something special.
Yeah, no, I think that's what it needs right now, right? Is the only ones that are succeeding, is those short-term projects that are either pumping or someone that has something really massive, right? And we talk about this all the time because, like I said, right now there's 5 to 10 of us that are putting in everything, right? We're putting in our heart and soul into this project, and our time. Like I said, it's 10 to 15 hours a day on top of like a full-time job and everything, that you really have to put in to make this succeed right now. And we have all this stuff that's happening with Sharby, right? We're aligning with the SHIB team, with all the influencers. Every day we have like something amazing happen, but it really doesn't reflect on our chart yet, And I really feel that this Shiberium launch, and for Sharby, it's kind of our coming home party. It is our big catalyst, the big thing we've been waiting for. But also,
Yeah, I totally
real
get that. And do you know what, mate? All I'm going to say is, like, you should be proud and just keep building, because, as long as you keep going, and the community see that, you'll blossom in the ball run. Like I said to you, so many different projects are coming to me. They're all struggling. So don't let it get you disheartened. And obviously, I've got to tell myself that at times, but I'm just letting you know, you've just got to keep going, bro.
Yeah, no. Now that we've met, we can tell each other because it is.
Yeah. Do you want to see if anyone's got any questions? I don't know if any of your community like speaking. We can bring them up if you want.
We do have a few talkers, but let's see. Yeah, if anybody wants to chat, raise your hand, and I would love to hear some more questions about Maine as well.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Anything you want to ask. I'm seeing if anyone's requested.
So for Maine, I see that you guys have lined up some partnerships already. Uh, what do your partnerships entail? Like what do the other projects do for you? What do you do for the other projects in those partnerships?
Well, a lot of them I already work with long term through personal like contracts and stuff. So obviously when they pay for like promotions, AMAs and stuff, that will go back on the charts. Obviously, as you know, everyone's preserving money at the moment. So the main thing for Maine is to build the community and build massive partnerships. So when people have AMAs with us, their community learn about Maine, just like our community learned about you today. Obviously, Sharby learns about Maine as well. And I think that's the best type of marketing you can actually do, because when you're paying the callers $5,000 for a call and it just brings like a pump and dump, especially in this market, it's just not what's the word, sustainable. Whereas when you're doing AMAs every day, which costs you nothing, can actually bring in revenue, you're actually marketing your own projects as well as bringing revenue to the chart as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it brought me in, right? You know,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, and not to mention, I mean, look at that post you had where it was, you know, the loudest community. You know, that post had, you know, 100,000 views, right? Like that's massive. You know, I think that exposure, you know, and your guys' social presence, and our social presence is very similar in that way, where we have this community that's very passionate as well, and you know, it really makes a huge difference. You know, seeing like main token, you know, is getting so much comments and so much feedback on their posts. You know, I think you guys are in the right direction as well, and we kind of are doing the same thing where every week, and we're doing it every Wednesday, where we host a Siberian project, and kind of talk about it with them, and then it's led to all these different connections, right? Like I feel like that's really what's happened with us, and I'm guessing you're having the same thing. Is every time you have an AMA session, you're meeting these devs, you're meeting these people that are passionate about their projects, and then you can talk about how you can help each other, right? And for us, you know, for a long time now, you know, we don't have this thought process of these are our competitors, these are the people that we are working against. It's not about, you know, going against each other. It's about how can we help each other. What are your specialties, what are my specialties?
Yeah, I totally get that, and that's why um main Telegram group, we like invite every project into the group. Like, you go into a lot of projects and you mention someone else's token, they ban you straight away. We actually invite communities into the group. So if your community wants to come and tell our community about your projects, like you won't get banned as long as you're not like soft shilling all the time, like sending contract addresses and stuff like that. If you want to come and actually explain your project, like we'll have a good conversation. But you know what it's like, if you let anything go in your Telegram group, it's just constant shills and it's just not a very nice place then. So we've got it so our rules are set where people are more than welcome to join, speak about your projects. It's not all about Maine. And yeah, if anyone here listening has a community project that want to get on an AMA, just drop us a DM. But yeah, man, it's been really nice speaking to you. And when you're coming up to your launch, if you want to jump on another space, or if you want to do one in Telegram, uh, and we'll do some like, we can put like a bit of a rewards. I'll put some money in, your community can, and we can like reward the community and do it in Telegram if you want.
Oh man, yes, absolutely, and we are a week away. Again, we're really starting our 7 day Sharbi Siberian launch countdown today, and we're going to be kind of having some fun in our community, giving out some prizes. Um, it's gonna be a fun 7 days leading up to, you know, our it's like a fresh start almost for us, because of the whole takeover, the whole, you know, kind of becoming our DAO and really coming into our own, and starting it with this brand new logo is going to be great. And I really appreciate, you know, what you're doing, and really look forward to working together. I think that people in crypto really need to work together to establish crypto and make it more of a community place where people feel comfortable. People will feel more comfortable investing, and it really doesn't have to be this cutthroat market. Everybody's trying to make money, but we can all do it together in a way.
Yeah, unfortunately, mate, the same thing always happens. Like people get into like a cult mind and they don't like listening to other people's opinions, which is unfortunate, really, because that's one of the main reasons I thought about Maine as well. Is what's the point in pushing away potential investors and community members by not letting them speak about their opinions? So that's what Maine's all about, and you know. I'm probably the most active person. Well, I am the most active person in the Telegram because I've got more messages than even the bots in there, and not many founders do that. A week after the launch, I think I had about 10 hours sleep in 7 days. But yeah, just you've got to keep building, mate.
Yeah, no, I think again, I'm one of many that are working on this project, but I at the same time am doing the same thing, right? I'm probably our most vocal of the community leaders right now, as far as kind of delivering news to the community and kind of being on the AMAs. But we have a super solid group of people from all aspects of life that really have all this kind of expertise and different unique abilities they bring in, that really makes it special. And so having that and having this DAO is really great. And I think that what you're doing and seeing how it instantly I saw that what Maine is doing kind of aligns with the Sharbi way, or the we are all Sharbi type thought process, where our communities are really what makes our project. And so why not bring in other communities to see what our community can offer? And being a part of Maine and seeing that, I see what you're doing and really respect it a whole lot.
Cheers, mate. And like a lot of our communities come into your group, like Gem and stuff, and even Gem's been making pictures and putting it in your Telegram. It's really nice to see, especially while the market's like so crap. It's still nice to see positivity. Do you know what I mean? It's not always about price, especially like in low cap. Obviously, people are always happier when the price is pumping. Like that's just in anything. But it is nice that we still have like positive communities, but yeah, we just once the market turns, hopefully we're all in a better place.
Yeah, no, I feel like we'll all get there, and we all just need to keep working at it. And I think that the relationships we're building now are really going to be what kind of creates that, right? Creates that success in the future. So I saw some of our community members making pictures in your Telegram as well. I know we had one member and he was really excited about the tip bot. So we're actually going to kind of look into the tip bot as well, because I thought that was a pretty fun thing to have in the community, and be able to kind of reward little activities and little actions that people make. And the arcade thing you guys have is pretty cool too.
Yeah, well, Dougie's actually here listening. He's such a top guy. I've known him for years. And yeah, he's we've got like the arcade, and actually we've burnt a lot of tokens due to it, and with the tips and stuff. So every Friday we do like a burn. I think we've burnt over 100,000 tokens now in 2 weeks, and obviously rewarded users for being active. So people, if you're active in our Telegram and help do the raids and just you know put a bit of value into the project, a lot of our community actually tip each other. It's really good. But yeah, if you want to speak to Dougie, he'll probably be able to sort something out for you. Just have to speak to him.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you and get his info for sure, because I think that's a fun little addition We have a weekend game, which is what those, the TG bot game. We have a weekend game every weekend, and people really, if you forget to put it up, people get really, excited for it. So and we just kind of give away t-shirts every week. A couple t-shirts prizes just for, like a slower weekend, and it really adds to, the community, and just kind of, a little bit of fun when it's a little slower.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, mate, and that's why we've got a little lottery going on at the moment. We had one last week, and every $50 buy, they get a ticket on the bot. And then in 7 days, we do like a live draw in the Telegram group. I think we had about 400 entries last time. I think we've got about 20 at the moment. So yeah, if anyone wants to join the lottery, feel free. But yeah, Doug is like he's such an amazing bot dev. He's created some amazing games, and he's actually creating more as we speak. So yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, it's been really nice speaking to you, mate. And unless you got any other questions, do you want to call it a day, or it's up to you?
Yeah, one more final little plug for Shiberium. And this is not for Sharbi as much as it is for Shiberium as a whole and the chain. The chain is only a couple months old. It's run, it's a fully decentralized chain based off the vision of Ryoshi, of community, of decentralization. And I believe that it's very early on that chain. If you haven't done your research on the chain, you can go to shiberiumuniversity.com. You can talk to people in our Telegram. We also have all the instructions and videos ready to go for how to get onto that chain. And Sharby is one of the first big projects coming over there, but there's also some other big projects coming over there. We have Bad AI is looking at coming over. There's some really big projects that are really working towards getting over there. And I feel like that once, kind of similar to the whole crypto market, once once those gates start kind of opening, and the market starts turning, everything's just kind of flood to back into crypto. And I feel like all our projects are really going to be successful for what we're doing right now because of it.
I totally agree, mate, and it's nice to like make this partnership with you guys. So, if you've got any projects that want to jump on an AMA, etc., just let me know, or I can host for you again. We just work together, and while the markets are hard, teamwork makes dreams work. There's no point in fighting each other in this space. You're better off just working together. But yeah, it's been lovely speaking to you, mate.
You as well. You as well, man. I am really excited about continuing to talk to you, and looking how our projects can help each other. And I feel like that same mindset and having that same vision as what Maine has, it really kind of makes it a ideal situation to work together.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll keep in touch on Telegram. I'll message you as soon as this finishes, and I'll drop you the recording. We're going to put it on YouTube so you can pass it to your community as well. But yeah, thanks to everyone that's joined. And I'm sending my prayers and love to everyone involved in this horrible war. But yeah, let's keep positive, and yeah, let's make it. I'll catch you later.
All right. Thanks, brother. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.